furnace waits, blazing bright. Music plays, the crowd bows tight. One command falls to the ground. Every knee makes the same sound, but three still stand among the mass. Faith unmoved, the moment lasts. They're dragged before the furious king. Bow fields and flocks from night to morn. Job walks upright, fears the Lord, turns from evil, keeps his word. In the unseen, a question stands. Take his gifts, will faith still stand? God allows what Job can't see. The test begins suddenly. Messengers one after one, lost on lost till all is gone. Tears fall down, but still he says, blessed be the Lord always. So tell me who will trust this far. When the ground gives way beneath, when the answers never speak, though he slay me, I'll trust. Hope held tight in ash and dust. In the silence, in the pain, God is sovereign, still remains. Even here, even then, faith won't end. Skin breaks out, the body aches. Sitting low where hope feels fake. Friends arrive but miss the mark. Words like knives inside the dark. Confess your sin, they wrongly claim. Job cries out but not in shame. Questions rise to heaven's door. Why was I even born before? I don't curse, I don't pretend. I bring my pain to God instead. Though I don't understand his ways, I know my Redeemer's dead. When the ground gives way beneath, when the answers never speak, though he slay me, still I'll trust. Hope held tight in ash and dust. In the silence, in the pain, God is sovereign, still remains. Even here, even then, faith won't end. Where were you when I fall from the whirlwind? God replied, shows his power fast and wide. Job sees more than loss and fear. I spoke too soon, you were always here. Not all answers, but new sight. Trust restored and holy might. From the ashes lifted high, what was lost is multiplied. Double blessing, mercy shown. God was faithful all along. Through the trial, through the fire, faith refined, not expired. This is truth that I'll defend. God restores the end. I had heard, now I see. Yeah, yeah. Dreams are given. Color code, a father's pride. Dreams are stars and sheaves aligned. Brothers burn with jealous fire. Hate grows deep, their plans grow darker. Out in fields, no one around. They strip the coat, throw him down. Pit is deep, the sky feels far. Sold for silver, bound in chains. What they meant to break my name becomes the road I couldn't plan. From the pit to move accusation, prison cell. Years pass by inside the well. Dreams again, interpret true. Compare, forgets what he knew. Then one night a king can't sleep. Dreams return, the meaning deep. From the cell to Pharaoh's side, God lifts up in perfect time. What was hidden, what was slow, now the whole world comes to know. What was meant for harm and pain, God turns good again and again. From betrayal to his plan, purpose moves through every hand. Though the path cuts deep and long, God is faithful all along. Even when I don't understand, God still plans. Dreams are given, life forgiven, life forgiven, life forgiven. I forgive, I remember. Famine comes, the brothers kneel. Dreams fulfilled, the truth revealed. Tears fall down, names confessed. Grace replaces bitterness. Human evil, Joseph says, but God meant good in every way. From the pit to save many, God redeems what fell so heavy. Every tear and every scar carried purpose from the start. What was lost is now restored. Lives are saved, God is adored. This is truth that will always stand. God turns plans, dreams remain. I promise to wait. I promise to wait. Years of waiting, hope delayed. Stars were counted, vows were made. Isaac laughs in Abraham's tent. The child of promise, heaven sent. Then the voice he knows so well calls him to a higher test. Take your son, your only one, to the mountain I will show. Every step is heavy ground, silent road, no turning round. Faith walks where the answer's thin, trusting God beyond the end. So tell me who can still obey. On the mountain, wood and fire, promise placed on the altar. Higher, knife raised up, heart undone, still believing God has won. If he asks, he will provide, even life from sacrifice. In this place, in this moment, God is enough. God is enough. Isaac asks, where is the lamb? Abraham holds his Look behind you, lift your eyes. A ram waits in sacrifice. On the mountain, wood and fire, promise placed on the altar higher. Knife raised up, heart undone, still believing God has won. If He asks, He will provide, even life from sacrifice. In this place, in this moment, God is enough. God is enough. The Lord provides. Promise kept, the covenant stands. Faith confirmed by God's own hand. From this line a lamb will come. Final gift, the chosen one. On the mountain, lifted high, God Himself will supply what He promised. He completes. Grace outweighs what faith concedes. Through the test, through the fire, God is faithful, true provider. This is truth I'll always trust. God provides. The ram appears. The promise lies. A warning sound. Chains grow tight in Pharaoh's land. God sends Moses with a command. Let my people go, He says, but Pharaoh's heart resists again. Water turns to blood and eyes. Frogs fill streets, gnats fill skies. Flies invade, the livestock fall. Still the King will not let go. Sign on sign, the message clear. Power greater draws near. Every plague a call to choose. Who is God and who will rule? So tell me, who can stand this long? 10 plagues fall, the truth is shown. God alone is on the throne. Every false god breaks and bends. Still the mercy warns the end. Through the signs, through the pain, freedom's coming through the rain. This is power, this is might. God. Boils break out, the skies grow black. Hail and fire come crashing back. Locust waves devour the land. Darkness falls at God's command. Pharaoh swears he'll change his ways. peace. 10 plagues fell, the way was made. Slavery lost, freedom gained. From the blood to parties, God redeems His people free. This is history proclaimed. The Lord reigns. The chains are gone. In the beginning, perfect God in morning light. God walks with them every night. Formed from dust, breath of life. Man and woman, husband, wife. Every tree for food and joy. One command they must avoid. Do not eat from that one tree. Life is trust and liberty. No shame, no fear, no need to hide. Truth and love walk side by side. But a voice slides through the green. Questions twist what God had seen. So tell me who will trust His word. One bite taken, the silence breaks. Eyes awake to fear and shame. What was pure now feels undone. Hiding from the Holy One. From the fall to broken ground. Love still calls though sin is found. Even here, even then, God seeks them. God seeks them. God seeks them. Fig leaf sown, the footsteps near. Where are you? The call they hear. Blame is passed from one to one. Truth bends where the lies begun. Curses ground and painful days. East of Eden they are placed. Cherubim with flaming blade. Guard the way they turned away. Still a promise softly said. From the woman hope will tread. Though the serpent struck the heel, evil's end is sealed for real. One bite taken, the silence breaks. Eyes awake to fear and shame. What was pure now feels undone. Hiding from the Holy One. From the fall to broken ground. Love still calls though sin is found. Even here, even then, God seeks them. Where are you? God seeks them. Coats of skin, mercy shown. God still covers what they've done. Outside Eden, life is hard, but grace begins where they depart. From the dust to fractured ground, God's redemption still resounds. What was lost will be restored through the promise of the Lord. From the garden to the cross, love will pay the final cost. This is hope we still can claim. God remains. The story starts. crying. Oh, a crown is given. David's son takes the throne. Young and aware, he's not alone. Oh, not for riches, not for fame. He asks for wisdom in God's name. Give me a heart to know what's right, to lead your people day and night. God replies before the dawn. Ask for this and it is done, because he chose what matters most. God has more than he had hoped. Wealth and peace begin to flow. All the nations come to know. So tell me, who can rule this way? Tell me, who can rule this way? Wisdom falls like pouring rain. Truth and justice mark his reign. When he listens, when he hears, God draws near, makes the path clear. From the throne to every land, understanding shapes his hand. This is how a king should live, led by God. Two women stand before his seat. One child living, one in grief. Cut the baby, Solomon says. Truth revealed in what is said. Real love cries, let him live. A mother's heart cannot pretend. Wisdom shines for all to see. God-given clarity. Temple built with gold and song. Prayer rises deep and strong. Fire falls, the glory stays. God makes known his holy. Wisdom falls like pouring rain. Truth and justice mark his reign. When he listens, when he hears, God draws near, makes the path clear. From the throne to every land, understanding shapes his hand. This is how a king should live, led by God. A listening heart. But later days his heart turns wide. Foreign gods are led inside. Wisdom known but not obeyed. Consequences slowly weigh. Even kings must guard the flame. Fear the Lord. Remember his name. Wisdom starts with fearing God, not with crowns or endless gold. When we listen, when we obey, he will guide us in his way. From the wise to the unknown, truth still calls us to his throne. This is wisdom we must choose. Walk with God. A crown fades. Truth remains. Strength is given. Born to parents, promised son, set apart, the battle won. Never cut, never tied. God's spirit flows from deep inside. Fear by foes, a mighty hand delivers Israel, saves the land. Lion torn and city crushed, victory comes. Even when I fail, he wins. Power flows where grace begins. Bound no more, the house shakes down. God remains, his praise resounds. Even broken, even blind, strength restored in heart and mind. Through the fall, through every sin, he renews the strength within. This is how the Lord can use. Believe in me. Strength remains. God reigns. Mount Carmel, morning breaks. The nations watch, the prophet waits. Baal's priests cry, drums and cries. Nothing falls from empty skies. Elijah stands, altar bare. Soaks the wood, the waters there. Praise to God with humble heart. He alone can do his part. Shouts and flames won't make him move. Faith is patient, faith will prove. Power comes not from the loud, but from the one who's heaven bound. So tell me, who will trust this flame? Fire falls, the sky ignites. God's glory shines, consumes the night. All the people fall and see. He alone is mighty, he is free. Water drench the wood and stone. Still the fire comes from his throne. This is truth that can't be faked. God is great. God is great. Prophets cry, their voices loud. Call their God through storm and cloud. Nothing comes, their hearts grow pale. Elijah prays, the flames prevail. Smoke and fire, heaven bends. Sacrifice, consume, God sends. The people know, the altar shows. He alone is Lord, they owe. Power shown in open sight, not by might, but by his light. Every voice and every test, he alone is God of rest. Fire falls, the sky ignites. God's glory shines, consumes the night. All the people fall and see. He alone is mighty, he is free. Water drench the wood and stone. Still the fire comes from his throne. This is truth that can't be faked. God is great. Fry is fry, come. Fire comes. God reigns. Turn your hearts, the Lord is one. No other power can be done. From the mountain to the land, faith is held in A journey begins. Abraham servant traveled far, seeking bride beneath the stars. Camels near at evening well, priests glow speed story to tell. Water poured for women and men, one heart trophy answer then. Rebekah bends, her kindness true, certain knows what he meant.